Oh, hey guys, I'm your host, Drew Harrison. Happy King of the Hill release day. We have been looking forward to this for so long. King of the Hill's back on Hulu, catching up with the gang after all these years. I cannot wait. It got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't, is that good? Like, do you want a higher score on Rotten Tomatoes or do you want a lower score? I don't know. Just like Happy Gilmore 2, everyone seems to be split on the Naked Gun revival reviews. I think Pam Anderson and Liam Neeson are hilarious together. They're so adorable. Just so cute. Oh, just so cute. When asked if he was going to get back into action films, Liam Neeson says, I'm in my 70s. No. Make that comedy money and date Pam Anderson, my guy. This Wednesday, August 6th, Complex Media is putting on a Stan lookalike contest in New York City. New York City. I mean, that's awesome. We truly are back in the late 90s, early 2000s. A former Google CEO bought a house for $110 million, and Mark Zuckerberg made $26 billion in a 24-hour period. But hey, they say being broke builds character. TikToker Donnie Boys is making it a point to go to every McDonald's. That's 3,544 of them, and he has made it to 275 so far. Like, at first I was like, that's not a lot, but like 275 McDonald's? Like, he's been doing it for about a year now, and he hit 275. Like, it's pretty good. He's putting a good chunk in it. At this point, he'll be doing it for a decade, but hey, you gotta have something to look forward to, right? You know? Life goals. Keeps us young. Old Matt Rife bought an occult museum, and that came with becoming the caretaker of the cursed, occult, weird doll, Annabelle. I'm not a big horror movie person. I don't like that kind of stuff, but from what I hear is this is real, and my man's probably gonna die soon. Why would you buy that? Like, even if it's just like a maybe, like, I don't know what I believe when it comes to like ghosts and stuff like that, but I don't want to be like proven wrong or proven right, however you look at it. We got a great show for you. So much fun stuff to talk about. Up next, it's sports. First and foremost, RIP to an absolute legend, Ryan Sandberg. As a young infielder, I watched so many Cubs games on WGN. My grandma would get me this pack of white T-shirts and these washable markers, and each morning I would watch SportsCenter with my grandfather and see what sports legend I wanted to try to be like that day. And a lot of times I would be Ryan Sandberg, whole second baseman for the Cubs. So great player, man. We'll miss you. The Braves and Reds played at a racetrack. Supposed to be on Saturday, ended up being on Sunday instead. You wouldn't think, but it was the first baseball game in the state of Tennessee. Both starting pitchers had ties to the state of Tennessee, but with the massive rain delay, everyone's schedule got messed up. Spencer Strider didn't even get to pitch for the Braves, so they ended up going a different route. But the Braves took home the win. We don't have a lot of victories this year, so at least we got that one, I guess. We had football. I repeat, we had football. Yes, it's the Hall of Fame game. Yes, we know it doesn't mean anything, but it is the signal that football is on the way. Trey Lance went off. Man had 120 yards and 2 touchdowns for the Chargers on a week that no one remembered he played for the Chargers. The Chargers look great, man. I know it was everyone's backup squad, but they dominated the Lions. Micah Parsons wants a trade. Surprise, surprise. Jerry Jones messed around and found out. What an idiot. Pay the man. Who would have thought that waiting till the last minute to secure your best players would disrespect them and they wouldn't want to play for your organization anymore? Oh, Terry McLaurin wants a trade too. He wants out of Washington. Both the Cowboys and Washington have maintained they are not trading their stars. So this could get interesting. Lakers don't have that problem. They lock up Luka Doncic for 3 years, $165 million on the extension. He's going to be tied to the team till 2028, where he is eligible for a supermax. So See my man being in LA for a hot minute. He already got the LA bod. He's good to go. Makes it real interesting for old LeBron next couple of years. I truly don't know what's going to happen to this guy. Do they see him as the legend that LeBron is, or do they see him as an aging veteran that they need to trade away to get Luka more help? Athlon Sports put out the best record in sports since 2020. They did it in the MLB, NBA, NFL, and NHL. And I am super hyped because 3 of my 4 teams showed up. Like, I knew the Panthers weren't going to be there. Look, it has not been kind to us since 2015, really. But the Boston Celtics sitting with the best record in the NBA, that's nice. I like that. Look at the Braves at number 3. Huh? Look at us. In true Braves fashion, a lot of wins, 1 World Series during that span. Just one. Hurricanes sitting at number 2 in the NHL. Avalanche, hats off to you. That's nice. And then, of course, the NFL. The surprise there is the Packers sitting at number 3. That's awesome. Just Green Bay consistency. You got to love it. But yeah, that's the best records broken down by sports since 2020. Any surprises, let me know in the comments. I think the Tampa Bay Rays kind of caught me off guard there in baseball, but that's cool. Up next, we got a special guest. We have Randy Slack with ESPN Wilmington joining us to talk his top 5 quarterbacks heading into this season. All right, so I'm joined now by Randy Slack, fellow comedian. We came up together in North Carolina. He has also got a great sports show on ESPN Wilmington. So with football officially starting, did you check out the Hall of Fame game?
I did not, because I literally have anything else better to do. I did not check it out.
That is fair. That completely fair. Trey Lance, I love that he caught a lot of people off guard. They're like, he plays for the Chargers?
Yeah, look, man, when you're starting Trey Lance, you're telling me this game doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, you're telling me. Just throw him out there.
I wanted to get your expertise on who you feel are the top quarterbacks heading into this season.
Drew, you told me the top 5 quarterbacks. I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning. I saw Drew Harrison, he's top 5 quarterbacks. And I've thought about this all day, and I'll be honest with you, Drew. The first 4 guys, you could convince me any order, and I would agree with whatever order you told me in. If you really told me that Josh Allen's the best quarterback in the NFL, or Joe Burrow, or Mahomes, or Lamar, I'd be like, yeah, okay. Like, because to me, Drew, have you seen this internet trend where they're like the 4 big cities in America?
Yeah.
It's LA, it's New York, it's Chicago. And then it's just kind of like
a million cities can be number 4.
Yeah. This is what's happening with the top 5 quarterbacks.
Okay.
It's definitely Josh Allen. It's definitely Lamar Jackson. It's definitely Joe Burrow. It's definitely Mahomes. And then it's just a guy. Like, I looked at the list, like, I looked at it originally, and then I looked at it again. I'm like, well, hold on. Maybe I'm forgetting somebody. I literally Googled NFL quarterbacks 2025 just for Google to give me a list. And I'm like, nope, those are the guys. They're just kind of guys. For my list, Josh Allen to me is number 1.
Okay.
I feel like with what he's dealt with and what his team's had, I think he's the best guy. Number 2, a bit of a homer, but I'm going to go Joe Burrow, number 2.
It's not like he hadn't proved himself to be number 2.
Yeah, I mean, let's count all the people that have beaten the Chiefs in Kansas City in the playoffs. It's Joe Burrow. That's it. So that's a good choice for me. Number 3, I've got Lamar Jackson. I think Lamar's had the most help he's ever had this year with Derrick Henry, but he's been great his entire career. And I think Mahomes has had the worst supporting cast probably he's ever had.
Very true.
But
he made it to the NFC Championship.
All 4 of those guys, I think that's my order of the top 4. It's Allen, Burrow, Jackson, and Mahomes. Again, If you told me Mahomes, because he's been in the Super Bowl a million times, he's the best guy, you know what? Hell yeah, brother. He can be your guy.
Fair enough.
When it comes to the 5th guy, how big of the line is it from former Panther Baker Mayfield to Jalen Hurts to Jared Goff to Matthew Stafford to Dak Prescott to Jaden Daniels to CJ Stroud. Like, those guys are all just kind of nebulous to me.
Yeah.
If I have to pick, Brock Purdy, if I have to pick one of those guys, honestly, though.
I mean, but it's just funny to me because I just wholeheartedly, and this is just me
Justin
being
Herbert.
the NFL, right? The NFL pessimist that the Panthers have turned me into.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly expect for Brock Purdy to, now that he's got his paycheck, to never be a top tier quarterback ever again.
You expect him to wince it, is what you're expecting.
Yeah. Carson Wentz 2.0.
Yeah. You know what's funny is, like, we just talked about Trey Lance earlier. Trey Lance being a failure should have gotten everyone in San Francisco fired. But because at the end of the draft, they're just like, hey, let's take this random dude for the last pick. And then he saves everybody's job.
Yeah.
Everybody. Because, like, you traded. People give the Panthers grief for trading up to get Bryce Young. Brother, Bryce Young can start in the NFL. Bryce Young isn't on his third team, and you're like, oh, that's where that guy is now. But if we're just looking at all the other random quarterbacks there, and I do think, again, you could argue to me that you think Herbert's the fifth best, or Stafford, or Goff. I'm going to go with Jalen Hurts. I think he's very good.
He's been to the mountains.
He's got a great team. He won the dang Super Bowl. I mean, I think all four of the guys above him also could have won that Super Bowl with that team too.
Flacco's still in the league off of his one Super Bowl win. So, hey.
Flacco's still around.
Who do you think wins that Browns QB competition?
I don't think anyone wins.
Not the fans, that's for sure.
Yeah. I think Joe Flacco starts. Who's the start? I think Kenny Pickett gets cut.
Yeah.
Not really the exact. I hear that Shador's doing great in camp. But not exactly the biggest vote of confidence when the owner comes out and goes, listen, guys, I wasn't the one who told him to pick that guy. Like, that's not exactly what you want to hear. No. I didn't say
it wasn't my pick.
The worst decision any team made this year was the Pittsburgh Steelers. Like, why in the world did you trade for DK Metcalf, bring in an older secondary player, Jalen Ramsey, for Minka Fitzpatrick, and then bring in Aaron Rodgers? Why not tank this year, send TJ out for 2 first-round picks, then you have Arch Manning, like 7 more first-rounders. But God forbid Mike Tomlin not go 500 in a year.
Well, I think Mike Tomlin wants out. I think this is his piece de resistance in Pittsburgh, and then he's going to find his second team. I think he's like, I'm done. Let me play with all the old heads real quick and then get out of here. Whoever picks him up next year is going to get their Andy Reid, Kansas City moment. It's going to be great.
For sure. Absolutely.
Randy, thank you so much for talking NFL with me. Before we get out of here, give me your way too early Super Bowl prediction.
My way too early Super Bowl predictions. I want to go with Baltimore in the AFC, as much as I hate to say it as a Bengals fan. I think that John Harbaugh is one of the best coaches, if not the best coach in the NFL. Lamar is good. The team is getting better and better around him. I think they're very good. The NFC, I mean, to me, it's kind of wide open, but Philly's still good. I know they've lost a lot of pieces on that defense, but I don't think San Francisco's as good. I don't think LA's that good. I don't think anybody in the NFC South is very good.
Hey, you're right.
I mean, look, maybe Detroit puts it together, but I'm going to go with Philadelphia, Baltimore, a good Mid-Atlantic Super Bowl between two of the most aggressive cities in America.
Love it. And then the Browns get to see the team that left Cleveland go to the Super Bowl again. That'd be great.
Again, nothing like it. And hopefully Baker throws for 4,000 yards again. Imagine you're the Cleveland Browns. You win your first playoff game in like forever. You finally have your quarterback. And then you're like, wait a minute. There's a guy who's committed sexual assault dozens of times, we could pay him full guaranteed money. Let's do that instead. You get what you deserve, Cleveland.
I wholeheartedly agree. I'm just so glad he didn't come to Carolina. You know, Carolina was one of those final teams.
I know. Oh, my gosh. Major bullet dodge.
Randy, thank you so much, man. Where can they find you online?
They can find me on Twitter and TikTok, rslack37, Slackamania, Facebook, and on Instagram.
Randy, thank you so much. I appreciate you, man.
Thanks as always, Drew. Good to see you.
All right, we got a new What You Eating? Have my lovely Bluey Lego set here. It's my wife. She's just letting me borrow it for this shoot real quick. But check it out. We got the house over here. I mean, this is fantastic. We got Queen Bluey. We got the outdoor set with Keepy Uppy and the grill over here. We got the amazing playground. We got Rug Island. The beach. It's fantastic. But today we're talking Pringles. And I love Pringles. I know what you're saying, Drew. They're like the most over-processed chip. Look, we all have our things we look the other way on, all right? And Pringles is mine, okay? So, was in Walmart today, walking by the chip aisle, saw that they had these 3 random flavors, so had to try it out. First up, we got 7-layer dip. I secretly think this is going to be the best one out of the group. 7-layer dip. It's got a little taco seasoning flavor about it, but you get your sour cream for sure. You get the lettuce, tomato. Oh, yeah, that's 7-layer dip. That's awesome. Was not disappointed at that one. That's fantastic. Next up, Texas barbecue brisket. I wonder what's going to make it different from just regular barbecue. All right, they definitely differentiated from their barbecue flavor. It's definitely got a smoked meat flavor about it. I don't know how they did it, but that is Texas brisket. Hats off to you, Pringles. Good job. Next up, carnitas tacos. Very intrigued by this one. I'm a little skeptical, though. We'll see. That's carnitas tacos. I thought it was going to be too lime heavy, but no, you get the pork flavor, you get the tortilla, the onion, the cilantro. I don't know how they did that, but wow. The 7-layer dip's still my favorite of the 3, but this one caught me off guard for sure. That is a carnitas taco. Pringles, you outdid yourself on these 3. These are fantastic. As advertised, the flavors are indeed the flavors. You're not sitting there being like, that doesn't taste like that. If you see these in the aisle, try them out. 7-layer dip, Texas brisket, carnitas tacos. Amazing flavors from Pringles. It's time for This Week in Comedy, presented by Comedian Discovery. Check out his account on Instagram at Comedian Discovery. Check out all your favorite comedians' news and special updates, and you might just find your new favorite comedian because of him. So check it out. He also puts on amazing shows in and around Nashville, so check out Comedian Discovery Live for that. You might see your boy in September. It just came out on August 1st, Mark Maron on HBO. Now, if you just want to have a panic attack in the most hilarious way possible, by all means, this is your special. I love Mark Maron. He has a lot of doom and gloom to his comedy, so if that's your thing, this is for you wholeheartedly. If the end of the world is televised, I hope he is one of the commentators, for sure. He's got a great shot at Theo Vaughn in there, too. August 8th, Ralph Barbosa's dropping his new special on Hulu. I checked out the trailer. He's coming with all of that amazing, just laid-back energy. His special, Cowabunga, was so funny. I think caught a lot of people off guard. But he's not going to catch anyone off guard with this. We see you coming this time, Ralph, and we can't wait to see what genius you have for us with this new special. He does have my favorite style of comedy, and it's non-educational. On the 12th, Comedy Dynamics drops Kristen Toomey on Prime and Apple TV. As a fellow CBD enthusiast, loved all of her jokes about it. The anxiety, spot on. She puts off your favorite aunt vibes, like, oh, Aunt Kristen's coming to Thanksgiving. That's fantastic. She puts off the vibes that, like, if she called you sweetheart, your day would be made. But if you called her sweetheart, that's a bad day. On the 13th, Stephen Henry drops his special on YouTube. Now, Stephen is a fantastic comic from Florida or Tennessee, or he lives in his car. I don't know. That man is all over the place. True definition of road dog comic. I've had the pleasure of sharing the stage with him a couple of times. Just real down-to-earth guy. You love hanging out with him. You love seeing what he does on stage. Super approachable, super nice to talk to. Nothing but great things to say about Steven. So definitely check out his special. He has a great way of making mental illness look hilarious too. So true mental illness goals for sure. That's just some of the great comedy coming out this week. Definitely go check out some of these specials. Let me know what you're watching in the comedy world in the comments. Let me know what I need to go check out. Finally got the joy of checking out Beth Stelling's latest, the Landlord special. Highly, highly recommend that. Beth is just top 5 in the game for me right now, so you don't want to miss that. But yeah, let me know what you're listening to, laughing at, what you're not enjoying, all that good stuff. Up next, we got a new segment called Oh, Bless Your Heart, Guy. All right, this is a fun new segment called Oh, Bless Your Heart, Guy, where we are reminded that the internet stays undefeated and just ruthless. Joined by my lovely better half, smart, funny, intelligent, amazing, Laura Harrison.
Keep going, please.
You know I'm not good with words. I wanted to keep going, but my brain was like, did you say smart? So yeah, I sent you some fun, just people on the internet that deserve our attention. Some for the right reasons, some all of them for the wrong reasons.
Okay.
Pat McAfee had Machine Gun Kelly on the show this past week, and Machine Gun Kelly, doing the celebrity thing, he wanted to feel important, he wanted to feel included. So he wanted to let the boys know he did indeed play football in high school. And his highlight of his career was scoring one football.
One football. I scored one football.
I was a tight end. I scored one football. He saw that he messed up immediately.
As soon as it came out of his mouth, he was like, wait, what?
And then McAfee, ruthless. It's like, well, let's not put a microphone in front of this guy at a sporting event ever again.
Football is crazy.
This second one, big fan of. I'm wholeheartedly on the train that once the job is done, the job is done. And if you don't pay me, I'm not working.
Was the job done or...
In Norway, the train conductor stopped the train halfway because his work day was over.
Okay.
They apparently in Norway have very strict labor laws that when you are done, you are done. And the guy didn't get in trouble. Nothing happened. They just simply brought another conductor, and he finished his route.
I mean, I feel like it's kind of like what we do with pilots in America. We're like, oh, this pilot, or you either flown, like you're about to hit your limit. And while you're in your flight, you'll hit your limit, or like you haven't had enough rest time. And that's why, a lot of planes get delayed for a lot of reasons. But I think that's one of the things that are like, oh, you guys have worked too long. Now we've got to find another crew to come in and take care of this whole thing. I respect it. We're like, I'm done. My shift's done.
I've had workers, when I worked at the sandwich shop, I had a guy stop mid-sandwich. He's like, time to go. All right, this last one is just top-notch. I hate bullfighting. I think it's outdated. And, I respect cultures, but I really wish we would look at other options to present your culture. But the definition... We were just talking about coworkers quitting in the middle of nowhere. That's the definition of a coworker having your back no matter what.
The bull's like, bitch.
The bull's sitting there, be like, come on. And then the other guy's like, he ain't seen me coming yet.
He ain't seen me yet.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. That is, bless your heart, guy.
Bless your heart.
And that's it for our show this week, guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't ever miss out on a weekly episode. We'll be back next time. Same channel, same time. And remember, we're all weird. It's more fun when we're weird together. We'll see you next Monday, guys.